afternoon, everyone. Whew, that was hot. I'm sweating. It's plus 13 outside, and they had a heat going on inside the building. Had to back into the building with a Super B, and I couldn't back in straight. I had to kind of go around a corner back in. A little tricky. From a bright outside, backing into a dark inside, where you can't see where you're backing into. Unloaded and reloaded at the same place here in Kamloops. And now we're returning where we picked up our wide load yesterday. So I got a feeling we're going to deliver and pick up another load in Fruitvale. Another wide load, and probably come right back this way tomorrow, or even tonight part of the way. And that's my prediction. So, deliver, pick up, might be able to deliver that load tomorrow before they close over here, and then they'll send me to Adams Lake to get a load tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to load at Adams Lake. Someone said I wasn't very good at predicting what was going to happen next.
In 1.5 kilometers, take exit 399 on the right to Highway 97 South.
And you're right, I'm often wrong. Vernon, south, sure, I think that's us. Time for the climb. Not the salmon arm, nope, no salmon arm for us.
Take exit 399 on the right to Highway 97 South.
I didn't think of this, climbing into the sun. Okay, I'll hit record once we turn away from the sun again. How's that? Well, we've turned out of the Sunway for now? Sure, let's just go with that. So I had to tarp this load, it's just dunnage. I had to tarp dunnage. Don't ask me why. It's a beautiful blue sky day, and the dunnage is going to be stored outside where I'm delivering, so I just get paid to tarp it. But when I went upstairs to grab the paperwork, the lady behind the desk sure was snarky with me. She's like, so what happened to the truck yesterday picking up? What happened to that? Like, I'm not sure. You weren't supposed to be picking it up tomorrow or yesterday? I'm like, nope, definitely not. I showed up half an hour behind schedule, not a day behind schedule. Really? Brakes do that around that corner, I remember. Going dead on speed limit, the brakes don't like that corner for some reason. I think I've had that before. And it's like, you know what? I just show up when my dispatch tells me to show up. I don't know why. Atco said you would be here yesterday. I'm like, well, I certainly wasn't going to be here yesterday. I just drive and show up where I'm told to go, when I'm told to be there. She says, well, I guess it's not your fault. That's why you just politely smile and nod and walk away. Beautiful day. Rest area 28 kilometers away, according to the Garmin. Got to do a load secure within 10 kilometers of that rest area. I think that's the place to do a load secure. That's a nice big John Deere. Equipment there, a lot of silage equipment, the cutters and the windrowers, and I feel like I'm playing farming sim. There's the animal trailers for Jess's farm. I saw the horses for her horses. That'd be cool if someone made a map, farming sim map for this, having the mountains on the side and have a narrow valley like this, with the fields in the center. Right in the center, they're nice and flat, and then as you get to the edges, they get steeper, going up the side of the hill. I think that'd be a pretty cool map. Couldn't have big quad tracks and stuff on it. Their fields are too small, but the roads are still wider open than the European maps. Westwold. I don't think I mispronounced that. Westwold. Always feel like someone misspelled it and forgot the R. I see marshmallows. Jess has been cutting grass for silage, or she's been busy on her farm. I see lots of cows too. I didn't know you had cows on your farm. Must be a neighbor's farm. This is fast enough for you? Sorry, we're closed. Kind of like days like this where you've got the clouds floating around but lots of blue sky. It's one of those perfect fall days. What's that? What confused you earlier? The fenced-in area. It's a huge fenced-in area. Huge. And there's lots of hay bales in here. Security cameras every couple of 100 feet.
So I wonder if it's like an ambulance harvest.
So I think next year is going to be pot field.
Unless they get their license.
They've set up the fencing and everything so they can be clear for their pot growing licenses for security reasons, right? Because I've seen quite a few places now that are fenced off with cameras, and they seem to be, I think, a security for pot growers. I don't know the difference between why some farms are doing outdoor growing pot and other places are doing greenhouses. Greenhouses seems like a huge investment, but you get 24 or full all year round growth. But greenhouse is agricultural. So zoning laws don't allow greenhouses in some agricultural places? Huh. Interesting. I don't know anything about the market, but they're showing up everywhere, so there's going to be money in it, I think. Also, a lot of failed. You see these big buildings going up, like OK Falls, for example. Big buildings go up and then just stop. Well, they had all the foundations poured, and then they just stopped. Ran out of money. Their backers backed out. So they spent millions of dollars into the project and then stop. It's like, great. Here the town thought they'd have a lot of employment with a big greenhouse like that. Nope. See that? He looked up at me. He appreciated the hi. No one's ever told me I'm a dark. Definitely no one ever. Hey look, more marshmallows. Okay, I gotta think this one through. If I'm going to Fruitvale, fuel, I guess I'll fuel up in Castlegar. Yeah, that makes sense. That way I'm pretty much a full tank as I get to Fruitville to get loaded again. This is a beautiful little valley that we don't go down very often. I mean, once in a while, but not super often. I'm not even sure what it's called. I think that's their water tower, that huge flag on the side of the mountain. Looks like there's some mining that's been up there too, so it might not be, it might be old mining building too. There's a lot of, it looks like there's a lot of roadways up there, so it may be mining related, but to me it looks like there's a water tower. Can't see it right now. There it is. You see a roadways going up there. Big Canadian flag up there. I know in the video it probably looks tiny, but that's got to be a couple stories big. Falkland. A lot of Falks must have moved here. Yeah, right above the flag it says Falkland, yeah. Yeah, big yellow letters. Yeah, I've seen that before. I don't know if you guys can even see the flag. Probably on the very edge of the screen on the left-hand side right now, poking through the trees every now and then. One of Canada's oldest stampedes, Falkland Stampede. Never gone to a stampede. Falkland Hall. That looks like a pretty darn old building. Did my hood get unlatched? It does that sometimes. The rubber latches on the side sometimes pop out. It just sounds like one of the latches is open. We're pulling over in 10 kilometers anyway, or else I'd pull in over here and check it. As long as just one latch. If it's both, then the moose guard still stops it, but it still opens partway if both are open. That I found out when I just plain forgot to close the latches. do that. It's a bad idea. Some greenhouses there. There's a lot of security cameras around. I wonder if that's a marijuana grow up as well. You guys have quite often, I've had quite a few comments about my signal light. It sounds funny, it's really loud and squeaky. The actual flasher, it's still the old style actual flasher that clicks. Like all the modern signal lights in modern cars. It's a lot of RCMP cars. It's the third one here. Modern cars are just electronic. There's no more clicker that warms up, but these are still old school. They still, look, there's a number 4. Wow. Either something is happening over here or they're headed somewhere. Coming from somewhere or headed somewhere. And that's why it has that loud clicking sound. It's right on the dashboard on the passenger side, the fuse box. No airbags in these trucks. I know, no airbags in big rigs. Airbags have not come to big rigs yet. Oh look, there's another RCMP. That was a ghost truck SUV. I'm just trying to think why trucks don't have airbags. We go down really, really bumpy log roads and stuff. Maybe those things would pop airbags. I don't know. How do you... Or they just... When a big rig crashes, we keep moving for a lot longer than another car does. So it's not as much safety got from, but what was it, last winter? That guy that drove into the cliff right there when I was there, he smashed his head right into the windshield. I think an airbag would have saved his forehead. More marshmallows. Jess has been really busy. Look, another RCMP. Is that number 6? Yeah. From Falkland till here. Was that like 3 minutes worth of driving? 6 RCMP. Well guys, I managed to shoot in daylight today.
Cops just headed west through Falkland there.
Thanks. Yeah, there's actually 6 cars headed northbound through Falkland. Managed to shoot in daylight. Really gonna have to remember to shoot during daylight hours, at lunch hours type of thing, because days are still getting shorter. Have another month before the days get the shortest they are. So thanks for watching, guys. See you tomorrow. Probably headed to Kamloops. Probably driving the same section of road, just the opposite direction. We'll see. We will see. Time to pull over at a rest area here.
There'll be a donut sale in Westwold.
In 1 kilometer, turn right on Una Rest area.
Una Rest area. She sometimes pronounces things very funny. Una Rest area. You guys enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Is it Tuesday already? And don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed.
Turn right on Una Rest area.
Let's not jump off that ridge.
Arriving at Una Rest area on the right. Please drive to highlighted route.